So we come into the fourth move of the 8 brocades, which are all these free forms put together in a 35 form sequence, free forms put together. And the fourth move of the 8 brocades is looking back to eliminate the 5 fatigues and 7 illnesses, or wise owl turns its head to eliminate fatigue. Somewhere about that. I mean, they're mixed up a lot, but again, very similar to some. You know, they vary the names, similar but slightly different. But again, that doesn't matter. With this one, nice simple motion. We're not going down the traditional way with it, with the sort of electromagnetic rivers, the meridians. We'll be working anyway. Done that in other videos. We're going down more the Pilates, yogic and hypnotherapy path with it, with the breathing. Going more into the breathing, and we're going to link the breath to motion. So again, I've added all these forms together, the 8 brocades, in this manner, with an 18 form qigong sequence, or qigong sequence, whatever you want to call it, and a 9 form. So basically it's just 35 moves all in all. You can follow this sequentially, each one, or you can follow it, you can just do it singly, because we're going more into the breath, because the movement, you know, you can learn easily. As I say, it benefits specific organs within the traditional form, but you will benefit every single organ, because the breath manifests within the nervous system. Every atom will manifest the breath in every single organ, cell, sinew of the body. So that'll benefit the body in a cellular way, in a beneficial way. So again, you don't have to know all that. It's just a brief description as we get going. So we're going to link this to motion. So before we do that, let's get the breathing. So we're going down the Pilates setup. So let's zip up pelvic floor, scoop out your abdominals, take the navels towards the spine. They go together, you can't do one without the other. You're going to breathe in through the nose, and you're going to exhale through pursed lips for as long as you like. Okay, so as you do that now, elongate, so breathe in from the nose, I'm jumping ahead of myself, and exhale through pursed lips. So you're sort of blowing out a candle through pursed lips, and as you still keep on zipping up pelvic floor, scooping out your abdominals, taking the navel towards the spine, thinking tiny waist, you'll naturally feel that breath going low and deep to them lower lobes of lungs. So just allow that to happen, okay, because that will happen. That gentle rising and fall of the rib cage, that will add width to the lungs and length to that out breath. As you blow out a candle through pursed lips, that'll work like a cough or a sneeze. I mean, it comes in towards the spine naturally as you elongate the out breath in a minute. But again, just stick to that. Okay, zipping up pelvic floor, scooping out abdominals, follow the journey all the way in through the nose and exhale through pursed lips. Now, as you do that, that is going to help you use the pelvic floor and the corset, the powerhouse, the girdler strength, the transverse abdominis in the most efficient manner, helping us breathe anywhere but the belly button. As you do that right now, you'll feel that breath come into them fish gills, 3D style, organ deep, cell deep, even bone marrow deep, into these lower lobes of lungs, the intercostals, the ribs, anywhere but the stomach. That's going to naturally happen, and that's going to help us use the pelvic floor and the corset, the powerhouse, the girdler strength, the transverse abdominis in the most efficient manner, helping us breathe anywhere but the belly button. As you zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals, we're going to just, low battery, we're going to change the breathing. We're going to close the mouth, breathing in and out through the nose, and take this down a more yogic path because of the smaller filter through the nose. As you close that mouth and carry on breathing in and out through the nose as you zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals, that's going to help you lengthen the whole wheel cycle of the breath. Okay, that'll naturally happen because of the smaller filter through the nose. In a yogic way, that will help you get into these asanas, etc. as with this, we're lengthening the out breath because we're going in and out for that smaller filter for the nose in a yogic way. So that's great. So you'll naturally feel as you do that right now, the out breath to want to fall longer than the in breath. Just allow that to happen. Simply allow that to happen. Okay. And as that happens, without you even trying or trying not to try, consciously take your mind to that out breath. Okay, rather than the breath review, you're going to breathe the breath, that out breath. Okay, the breath within the breath, that out breath. So just simply elongate the out breath longer than the in breath. The in breath is naturally conscious thought, the out breath is subconscious thought. So by extending that out breath longer than the in breath, we're just encouraging sleep, digestion, rest, and relaxation to all be benefited by lengthening that out breath longer than the in breath. That's going to bring in the beneficial responses to the parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, all the things you don't think about, sleep, digestion, rest, and relaxation, all going to be benefited by lengthening the out breath longer than the in breath. Simply allow that to happen. Okay, quadruple it, double it, triple it, the out breath. Just make it longer than the in breath within your limits. Don't force anything. Okay, again, all the housekeeping things of the body are being benefited by elongating the out breath longer than the in breath. Okay, cellular communications, again, organ function, communication, process elimination within the body and assimilation. Okay, lovely. So as that happens, allow that to happen. That will naturally happen. Now again, you elongate the out breath. That just brings in hypnotic responses, a bit like 7-11 breathing. The out breath is longer than the in breath. Okay, just allow that simplicity to relax the mind. Now, as that does that, okay, if you want to go on further to more advanced breathing, then that's what we're going to do. We go to Ujjayi breath, victorious breath. Okay, now to go to Ujjayi breath, we grip at the esophagus and we make this sound from the back of the throat. If you can't get this, don't worry, it's more advanced breath. Just carry on breathing with us. The other breath's good until you get this one later on. But if you can get this, great. Grip at the esophagus and make this nearly sort of Darth Vader breath. Again, you're breathing through the nose, you grip at the esophagus. And you exhale. Keep your shoulders down. They want to raise, just keep them down. Again, that raspy, silky, whistling, Ujjayi breath, victorious breath, that silky breath from the back of the throat will stimulate the thyroid gland, which helps with weight control. And as you do that right now, that help you fan the fire to burn all the toxins in the body, help you build the heat in the body. Never underestimate what the breath can do. You can keep something cold with your breath, like hot dinner or something. You're trying to, get something cold, or you can heat something up, like in winter. So again, you can exploit the breath, this Ujjayi breath, help you build the heat, to fan the fire, to burn all the toxins in the body, and help us lengthen once again that whole wheel of the breath, that will cycle of the breath. Because again, it's a smaller filter through here. If you can't get that, don't worry. If you can, either with Ujjayi breath or not, we're going to link to motion in a second. Okay, in a sort of more vinyasa way, breath synchronized movement in Sanskrit. Now again, that's very similar to Ashtanga yogic breathing. Not quite there, but very similar. A few other things added. But again, you can stick whatever breathing suits you. Okay, but keep on elongating that out breath longer than the in breath. That seashore breathing. Again, breathing in through the nose. No, one more demonstration. Shoulders down, they try and raise, as you can see, and exhale. It's like going with the mouth shut. Lovely. So with this, why is our gaze is backwards? A real simple motion. Again, the rotor cuffs there, supraspinators, infraspinators, again, teres minor. Again, all these rotor cuff muscles are being worked with this motion. You're opening out the chest, another one that opens out the organs in the chest, the heart, the lungs, the pericardium, helps stiffness in the shoulders, but also there's a turn and the sternocleidomastoid muscle gets a dynamic stretch as you turn and come back. That's the basic motion. A lot of them are very simple motions. Again, turning and coming back. Now, as we zip up pelvic floor and scoop out the abdominals, we're going to make it a little bit of a grosser motion. Okay, again, it is just movement. Again, you can either stick with that, that's fine, or you can go back and add in the legs. So I'll go back and demonstrate the legs, sticking to the Iyengar yoga principles of alignment. Again, the old school for me stuff. Like I say, there are schools of thought that say like knees past toes, that's fine, because they believed it sort of slightly does something to the back. Again, that's fine. I mean, you know, they all work, but I'm sticking to very, very safe principles, Iyengar yoga principles here. So again, I'll digress. So I'm going to go back, feet hip width apart or slightly wider, not Charlie Chaplin, the feet, they're facing the front. Now again, this is the motion, exhale, breathing in. Now again, if you want to take this on further, you come down a little bit deeper. It can be a centimetre, a millimetre or a foot. Exhale, breathing in. I allow the turn of the spine, bring your rectus spinae muscle. Exhale, breathing in. Now again, you're going to exhale on the elongated exhale part. You're going to make longer. If you get there before, just carry on with the exhale. Come forward a little bit. And breathe in. As you zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals, lengthen up for the crown. Exhale. Breathing in. I find with that turn as well, if you want to add on a little bit more, you can just turn at this pivot. So it near enough ends up like a lunge. Okay, but I would turn on the toe. Turn here, exhale. No further than the alignment toe I would go. Same deal with that lead leg. Coming back, exhale. Take your time, you don't want to be sort of like, you know, grating the knees. Again, if you want to make it a little bit less motion, then do that. Okay, I'll knock down as deep. See what suits you. Exhale, open out the chest, shoulders down. Imagine there's a skewer through your head, you're turning off that skewer. Exhale for as long as you like. And breathing, come back. Again, I'll turn on the toes if you're turning. There's no rush. Go deep or not. You're going to exhale for as long as you like. So on that motion, you're exhaling, open out the chest. Watch for hyperextension of the back. Keep the spine neutral. Gather in, throw on that corset. Okay, that support the back there. And breathing, come back. Think of them shoulder blades. Slide around the rib cage, just like sort of magnets, slide around the fridge, just to accommodate that movement just enough. Keeping the shoulders down and not up here. Okay, nice natural movement. If you find that little bit, that lead leg turning, you can turn that first and then turn the back foot. Okay, so that's nice and friendly on the knees. So you can turn your lead leg first on the ball of the heel, near enough in a cat stance, and open out the chest here. Breathing back, be a bit sharp with that breath, and exhale. That's the way we're doing it. We're elongating the out breath. If you get there before, just stay there, have that stretch. Lovely. Now again, you can turn the head all the way around. Just to get this sterno neck muscle released. Turn quite the way around. And come back. So again, it's working on something called a transverse plane of the body. All the joints are naturally doing this with micro movements as we're stabilising all day long. So again, that's challenging that. So again, that was number 4. Got snake head swing tail next. The 5th of the 8 brocades, bang.